Hi, and welcome to the Be Courageous Online Summit. My name is Tracy Tadero, and I am a self-love mentor and life coach. And today we have a special guest. Her name is Shirene Hayes, and she is she is a true, not superhero, but super MEro. She is a published author, travel enthusiast, motivational speaker, entrepreneur, and proud mother of two amazing sons. Shirene knows what it takes to overcome adversity with a smile and show up as her best self in all that she does. She knows what it takes to live in the world of I can't and turn it around to I am, I can, and I will. She knows what it's like to live your best life without limits. Shirene has struggled with depression and anxiety all of her life. She knows how to bring you back from a nervous breakdown and thoughts of suicide to living your best life. Her two most precious accomplishments in her life are her two sons she raised as a single mother and bringing the power of Super MEro to the world. She will tell you what she has done to be a super MEro in her own life. Welcome, Shirene.
Thank you, Tracy. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you for being here. I know this is going to be a special treat for our viewers, and you're going to provide some valuable information of, a journey that you've been on as well, and share some stories and some tips for our viewers.
Absolutely. Thank you again. And what I'm going to share with y'all are just things that I have, basic principles I have lived my life with, and I've fine-tuned them. And now I've decided to put a label on it that sounds fun. I mean, right? We all want to be a superhero, right? But why do we want to be someone else? Why not just be the best version of ourselves for ourselves and for the world, right? So, but then there's the question, okay, so I want to be the best version of myself. How do I get there, right? Mm-hmm. Again, these principles are very, very easy to implement, and they are as drilled down and as simple as our thoughts plus the habits that we have create the life that we are living. Okay? So plain and simple. And I talk to children about this all the time. 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, they get it. Because again, it's just drilled down. Your thoughts plus your habits equal your life. Okay? So, and I always think it's just, first of all, we have two minds, our conscious mind and our subconscious mind, right? Mm-hmm. So we have to be very careful of the words that we think along with the words that we speak, right? And I think we all can agree we're living in a crazy, crazy world right now with everything that's going on around us. And it's a struggle sometimes to be positive and, rather than thinking, oh my gosh, I can't go to my son's graduation. I can't go on vacation with my family. I can't go to the gym, right? But again, your subconscious mind does not know the difference between a positive thought and a negative thought. So the words that you are speaking, you're hearing. So, I find this whole thing completely fascinating, right? The words that we speak go into our subconscious mind, and our subconscious mind is 30,000 times more powerful than our conscious mind. Isn't that astounding? 30,000 times, right? So again, your thoughts plus your habits equal your life. So rather than saying, I can't go to my son's graduation or my family and I can't go on vacation, well, okay, let's turn it around, right? At this time, I'm unable to go to my child's graduation, but I look forward to sharing this experience with him at a later date, right? Doesn't that sound so much better?
It really does. You can feel the shift in the energy when you're wording it differently.
Exactly. And speaking of my two children, who I think are my best example of what it is to be a super MEro, my 16-year-old, who's going to be graduating here shortly with a mechanical engineering degree, when he was 7 years old, said to me, Mom, I want a specific car when I turn 16. Okay, great, right? I didn't have a money tree in my backyard. I'm a single mom. So I said to him, let's figure this out, right? So I would say to him, and this is what I say to all of you, for whatever you want out of your life, think of what it is, engage all 5 of your senses, right? So I would say to him, okay, so how does it feel when you're behind the wheel? What does that wheel feel like in your hands? What does it feel like to sit in that car? What are you seeing out the windshield? What are you hearing? What music is playing? Are you drinking maybe a coffee, from the drive-through? How are you feeling, right? Just make the whole entire picture. So whenever he would say to me, Mom, I want this specific car, I would make him say, okay, I am driving this car, right? So we erased specific words from our dialogue. There was no more I can't, there was no more try, and there was no more maybe. Those were forbidden words in my house. And they still are forbidden words for me because it promotes negativity, right? Well, I'm going to try. What is that? Make a decision, right? If I am unable to actually make a decision, well, then let's look at some alternatives. Again, it all has to do with word choices that we have. And it takes thought, right? If I say to you, okay, Tracy, I want to change my dialogue, my inner dialogue, because, oh my gosh, I'm too fat, or whatever it is you want to change, right? Rather than saying, oh my gosh, my thighs are so big, and I've been eating all kinds of stuff while I'm at home, right? And now I've just gained 20 pounds, and I'm just using that as an example, right? Turn it around and say, I am strong, I am powerful, I am healthy. Because again, that's what your mind locks in on. And I'm going to tell you my daily routine. And this is something that I have done for years. And again, it's so very powerful because when I wake up in the morning, I literally say to myself, as I open my eyes, I'm so happy and grateful for you always exceeding my expectations, right? From there, then I again close my eyes and I say, okay, what's my word of the day going to be? And I call it my catch of the day. It's just my fun little thing that I do with myself, but it helps to keep me mindful, right? And again, with everything that's going on around us, it's so easy to fall into what I call the rabbit hole of negativity, right?
Absolutely.
So by me saying to myself, okay, what's my word choice today? Close my eyes, take a deep belly breath, the breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. What that does is it clears the old energy and it brings forth new energy. And then the next word that pops into my head is my word that I think about all day long. And I have a little journal that I write in every day. And at the top, I'll show you what I did today, actually. My word today for May 17th, calm. Go figure, right? So as I go throughout the day, it's so easy when you start, again, falling down that rabbit hole of negativity. It helps for me to come back and go, oh, my word today is calm. How am I feeling right now? And it's just nothing other than a distraction, right? So it keeps you from going down that. And like you said in the initial introduction for me, anxiety, depression, all that stuff has been such a struggle for me over the years. And these are little things that I have done that have just really, really helped. And trust me, we all are human. We all have human experiences. So there have been days where I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to figure this out, right? And it all goes back to these principles. And one of the other things that I do, because I alluded to a little bit of the I am, right? There are 3 things: I am, I can, I will, right? Mm-hmm. So whenever you say, oh, I'm going to try, no, I'm going to do. I am, I can, I will, right? I have little sticky notes all over my house my friends when they come over, my family when they come over, they just are like, Shirene, it's just so fun here because I love looking at your little notes all over the place. But they're just reminders for me to, oh yeah, I am strong. Oh yeah, I am powerful. Oh yeah, I am healthy. Oh yeah, I mean, just those little things, and how a pen and a sticky note can change a person's life. Not to mention, one of the other fun things that I started doing a long time ago is, and I call it the toothbrush project, right? When we get up in the morning and you go in and you brush your teeth, 99% of us think of 50, 100 things we have to do throughout the day, right? Instead of doing that, have these little sticky notes in your bathroom of your I ams, I can, I will. So you read those. And again, remember, your subconscious mind is 30,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind. So when your subconscious hears your voice talking, it locks in on the words that you're saying. So as you're looking at your mirror, getting ready to brush your teeth, you're loading your toothbrush, read your little I ams out loud, once, twice, whatever your time allows, and then brush your teeth, go back through and read them again while you're brushing your teeth, and then go on and do your day. And then do the same thing at night when it's time for bed, because what we put into our conscious mind before we go to bed has a tendency to bring us through the night, and then we wake up in a positive state, right? And I've done these principles for years, and I can tell you specific days where I just roll out of bed, oh my gosh, I'm late, right? And you just do your day. And my day just seems to fall apart. It's because I didn't do that initial, I'm so happy and grateful for you always exceeding my expectations. I didn't do my word that kept me, mindful. So again, these principles are just absolutely, absolutely easy to implement. And they truly, truly have changed my life. And to be a true super MEro, again, we want to show up in everything that we do as our best self. And that means hopping in our car and driving and someone cuts you off. Okay, well, maybe they saved me from being in an accident, rather than getting mad, because really, getting mad, what does that do, right? We're just hurting ourselves. So
Thank you for
anyway.
sharing those principles. No, that's powerful. Those are really helpful. And I know, we probably have viewers who are out there who are thinking like, oh, wait a minute, but if I want to be skinny and I'm not, how can I say I am and I will? And, I can. And one thing that worked for me on my journey of just trying to get those positive beliefs into my mind are just what I call transition words, which are, I'm beginning to believe that I am whatever, or I'm allowing myself to believe, or I'm willing to believe that I am thin, or I am wealthy, or I'm, in the job of my dreams, or whatever it is. And so those transition words sometimes will make it a little bit easier as stepping stones, because I know there's a lot of resistance, right? Like as the older we get, those beliefs of like, you can't be successful and you can't be wealthy or you will never be thin or whatever it is are so ingrained that when, I think of like a merry-go-round going fast, and it's like you're trying to throw this positive thought on there and it's just going to fly right off, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and the word allow, that's such a positive word. I am choosing to allow, or I am choosing, it all goes back to just thought, because thoughts are the only thing that we have 100% control over. 100%, and that inner dialogue is huge. And I think we all can agree that a lot of the things that we say to ourselves in our brain, we would never say to another human being ever, right?
Right.
So why is it okay to talk to ourselves like that? It's a form of emotional abuse. I mean, it just is at the end of the day, drilled down in bare bones, we're emotionally abusing ourselves. And again, how do you change that inner dialogue? And another principle that, again, that I've used for years is I like to call the flip switch, right? You make a list of 30 things that you like about yourself. And the example that I read years and years ago, this woman did this and it profoundly changed her life. And at the top of the list was I like my hair, right? So now whenever I find that I'm having a negative thought, I love my hair, I love my hair, I love my hair, right? So when I think, okay, it was probably not in my best interest to eat a bag of chips and dip right now, and I think, I love my hair, I love my hair, I love my hair. So it's a distraction from the negative back to the positive. And that has been huge. And you go through this list every day, you choose a new item. And I suggest even putting it in your meditation book if that's what you choose to do. Okay, so yesterday was I love my hair. Today is going to be, I love my pedicure that I just had. It's beautiful. And so every time you have a negative thought, that's what you say to yourself. But it always is going to be whatever I think your first go-to was of that flip switch to bring you back to where you started, right? It's kind of like a child, right? When a child is having a tantrum and is out of control, right? And most children, and I say most children, you can say, oh, look over there, right? And they're like, what? Well, the
Yeah.
flip switch does the same thing to our brains. It makes us think, oh, I love my hair. Oh, yeah, I do love my hair. Rather than
Focus.
it really was not in my best interest to, eat whatever, or, I made the wrong choice, or whatever the situation is. Whenever you have that negative thought, think about that one thing that you like about yourself. Try that. I'm telling you, it profoundly has changed my life. And again, right now, the circumstances that we all are living in, it is so easy for all of us to just go, nope, I'm just going to lay on the couch today and, right, not show up as my best self. And because trust me, I have done that. I think we all can raise our hand and we all have done that. But that's not showing up as our best self.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as we allow ourselves to have that human experience like that, then we can look at ourselves, reanalyze it, and go, okay, Shirene. And I'm telling you, mirrors to me are so powerful. Mirrors and doors. Whenever I look in the mirror, here, I'm going to back up a second. I read years ago on Instagram some little thing that said, imagine someday that someone is going to look at you like you are the greatest person ever. Why do I need someone else to look at me like that? I look at myself, 50, 100 times a day in the mirror, in the reflection here, there. Why can't I just look at myself as if I am the best thing ever? I have so many gifts to share with the world. And it's not coming from an egotistical, place.
Mm-hmm.
All my friends that know me know that I have no ego whatsoever. If I'm doing something incorrectly, please tell me because I need to correct it.
Yeah.
But to know deep in my soul that I am the best person that I can possibly be, that's true power right there. I mean, that is a superpower in itself, right?
Yeah, it is.
So again, why would we want to be someone else? I get the whole imagination thing and so on and so forth, but why not just when you're getting dressed in the morning, envision you're putting on your shirt, that's your cape, that's your coat of armor that's going to protect you from all of the judgment in the world, all of the negativity in the world. That's your protection. And when I talk to these children, that's what I get them to lock their mind around. When children are little, they can be mean, right, to each other because they don't know the difference. And it's very hurtful when you hear things. And trust me when I say this, I am 6'2", right? So when I was 11 years old, I wore a size 11 shoe and I
Okay.
was 5'11". I looked like I was 30, but I'm 11, right? And I had gone to school with a lot of the same children my whole entire life, grew up with them, but they made fun of me. They picked on me. So trust me, when I say all of this, I know what it is to walk in that walk of being picked on and being bullied and all of that. And to really, and that was my true gift, I'm telling you, because I learned early on how to work within adversity, if you will, because I certainly was not the normal looking child, and especially growing up with a name like Shirene, right?
Mm.
So I know what it is to have to overcome those thoughts and how hard it is, and it's constant work. But
Yeah,
these
it is.
these principles that I've told you, oh my gosh, profound. They will change your life because I know what they've done for mine and for my two sons. So,
Good. Thank you. Thank you. And we've got just a little bit of time left, but I wanted you to cover, you talk about experiencing anxiety and depression, and I know mindfulness is very important to you. So explain to the viewers, how they can be mindful to break through that anxiety that they might be experiencing right now.
to be mindful of what's going on around us, right?
Well, just, yeah, I mean, mindfulness for anxiety. Like, I think it's crucial to be mindful. So explain what that means in that moment where anxiety might be creeping up.
Okay, I'm going to share an example, and I know everybody out there can relate to this, right? When all of this started happening to us in our world, there was a lot of scarcity and fear and anxiety. I mean, literally, I walked out my door and I could feel it. And I remember the first time I went to the grocery store, right when all of this was happening, I literally felt like I was going to jump out of my skin.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the most frightening thing ever. I kept this dialogue going in my head. Okay, Shireen, remain calm, remain calm. I literally had to talk myself through that, but I made it through. But that taught me something. The next time I was going to go somewhere, the grocery store, even to get the gas station, you could feel that energy, that anxiety. And I would sit in my car, close my eyes, and I would just breathe, clear out the old energy, let the new energy in. And I would say, just remain calm, just remain calm, just remain calm. I was
Mm,
able to get out of the car, go do what I needed to do, focus my brain, get out, and go back to my car and come back home.
perfect.
But again, those principles are part of the whole, what it is to be a super MEro, because it's your thought plus your habits equal your life.
Well, and it's also calming. I mean, you are responsible for calming yourself and telling yourself, like, it's okay, you're safe, everything's okay, and you can be calm. So thank you for
Exactly.
that. Thank you for that. So
Exactly.
just in wrapping up, one of the things that I ask all of our speakers is, what final words or mantra or any kind of advice or wisdom that you can share with our viewers on to kind of wrap this up on being courageous.
Yes. So courage is a powerful, powerful superpower, because to be courageous means that you can choose your thoughts, you can choose the habits, the daily habits that you have to make your life unfold the way you want it to unfold. And something that I heard a long time ago was, a lot of us spend more time planning a 2-week vacation than we do our life,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
But you think, okay, what do I do when I plan a 2-week vacation? You look at all those different elements, be courageous, and pull that into, this is what I want out of my life. And I am going to succeed. I can do this, and I will do this. Those three things are just magical, absolute magical words.
Yeah, those
So,
three words, thank you for that, because it is. I am, I can, and I will. Those words summarize courage, right? As
mhm,
it just an over. an umbrella into the term of being courageous, and it's taking a step in the right direction, and
Exactly.
it feels better and something that is going to get you to where you want to be. So
Mm-hmm.
thank
Yeah.
you for sharing that. Now I know that you've got a offer that you have available for people that go to your website. So if you can explain about that, please, for our viewers. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So uh, we talked a little bit about habit, right? It takes one thought and it takes 21 days to start a change, start a new habit, but it takes 90 days to make that habit pretty much part of who you are. So I've got this 21-day Me 3 boot camp that I'm launching, and it should be up on the website probably by the middle of this week. But basically, what it is it's fun. I use platforms like random text messaging, emails, and video, and it empowers the words I am, I can, I will, and how to use those constantly in your daily life. And I give you fun little things to think about, fun words to think about, and it also involves your daily catch. What's your word going to be? And I share with you what my word of the day is, and perhaps you'll think of my word and go, "Oh, well, that really played out well in my life." So, the 21-day Me 3 boot camp.
Wonderful. And what's the cost of that boot camp?
It's actually free to our viewers.
Oh, okay. So we'll have the link for that below on the email.
Exactly.
Perfect. Well, thank you for sharing that. And on behalf of all the viewers, I say thank you as well. I
Thank
think that
you.
it's exciting to be able to, I mean, you're empowering everybody to be their own super MEro. And, we all need more heroes in this world, and each one of us has it.
Absolutely. So Tracy, let's all commit to being Neros.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you so much, Shirene. I so
Thank
appreciate
you.
your willingness to be a part of this summit. And to our audience, I want to say, in the meantime, be courageous. And we're now signing off with love and light.
Thank you. I'm very grateful.